You're not going to believe how fast things have changed for the WNBA. Just weeks ago, the league was riding one of the biggest waves of popularity in its history. Sold-out arenas, social media buzzing, and TV networks fighting to broadcast the games. But now, ratings are falling off a cliff, ticket demand is cooling, and fans are openly questioning whether they even want to tune in anymore. The reason? One name keeps coming up over and over. Caitlin Clark. After suffering a groin injury that's kept her off the court, the WNBA is feeling the impact in real time. Tonight, we're breaking down exactly why the numbers are crashing, how her absence is reshaping the entire season, and what this means for the future of women's basketball. At the start of the season, the WNBA was breaking headlines for all the right reasons. New stars were emerging, rivalries were heating up, and Caitlin Clark had instantly become the most talked-about rookie in league history. Her games consistently drew higher ratings than most other WNBA matchups combined. In fact, many analysts credited her for single-handedly boosting the WNBA ratings to levels they hadn't seen in decades. Social media platforms were flooded with highlight reels, and clips of Clark's deep three-pointers were racking up millions of views overnight. Ticket resale prices for Indiana Fever games went through the roof, with fans traveling from multiple states just to see her play in person. The league was living a golden moment until disaster struck. It happened so fast, a tense matchup, a hard drive to the basket, and suddenly Caitlin Clark was clutching her leg. The groin injury she sustained wasn't just a setback for her, it sent shockwaves through the entire league. While injuries are part of sports, the Caitlin Clark injury was different because of how much of the WNBA's momentum was tied to her presence on the court. Almost overnight, the Fever's games lost their star attraction. TV broadcasts that were once must-see events became just another game. And it's not just about one player, it's about how her absence exposed just how much the league depended on her popularity to drive interest. Since Caitlin Clark's injury, the numbers tell a sobering story. Television viewership for Fever games dropped by more than 40% in just 2 weeks. But it wasn't only Indiana's games. League-wide WNBA ratings have taken a sharp downturn. The national broadcasts that once featured high-profile matchups now see lower engagement, especially in younger demographics. Even social media mentions have slowed. Those viral moments, the buzzer beaters, the jaw-dropping assists, just aren't hitting the same without Clark's face and name attached to them. Sports networks that once led their highlight shows with WNBA coverage have shifted back to the NBA offseason, NFL training camp, and other sports. If you're wondering how one athlete could have such a massive effect on an entire league, the answer comes down to marketability. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's a brand. She brought in casual sports fans who might never have watched women's basketball before. They followed her from her record-breaking NCAA career straight into the WNBA, and they tuned in because they wanted to see her. This is not unique to women's sports. The same thing happens in men's leagues. Look at how LeBron James or Stephen Curry games often pull far higher ratings than similar matchups without them. But for the WNBA, which is still building a broad audience, losing Clark even for a short stretch is like taking away the main headline act in a concert tour. The fallout isn't just in the ratings. Ticket sales for Indiana Fever games have slowed significantly. Resale prices that once reached triple digits are now sitting near face value. Merchandise sales, especially Caitlin Clark jerseys, have also seen a dip. Sponsors, while still supportive, are privately expressing concerns about the loss of media buzz. Networks that paid big money for broadcast rights are watching the numbers closely, and you can bet WNBA executives are working overtime to figure out how to keep casual fans interested until Clark is back on the court. It's not like the rest of the league is standing still. Aya Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Angel Reese, and other stars have been stepping up their games, delivering incredible performances. But here's the challenge. Even when these players dominate, they don't always pull in the same casual audience numbers that Clark does. Some fans have actually taken to social media to say they're on a WNBA break until Caitlin Clark returns. That's a dangerous trend for a league trying to expand its audience. And it puts pressure on everyone, players, teams, and the league office, to find new ways to keep fans engaged. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are flooded with comments from disappointed fans. Some are posting countdowns to when Clark is expected to return, while others are calling for networks to spread the coverage to more players so the league isn't so dependent on one star. There are also heated debates. Some argue this proves that women's basketball still has a long way to go in building a broad fan base beyond 1 or 2 stars. Others say this is just part of sports. When a superstar is out, interest dips, but it always comes back. The good news? The groin injury is not expected to keep Caitlin Clark out for the entire season. Once she's back, it's almost certain the ratings will rebound. Fans will flock to see how she performs after the injury, and the league will be eager to promote her return as a major event. The question is, will this injury be a wake-up call for the WNBA to diversify its marketing and highlight more stars? Because while Clark's popularity is a blessing, relying too much on one player can leave the league vulnerable. This moment is bigger than just one injury. It's a snapshot of where women's basketball stands in 2025. The sport has incredible talent, passionate fans, and growing visibility, but it's still in the process of building a deep, sustainable audience. The Caitlin Clark injury is a setback, but it's also a reminder of the opportunities ahead, to grow the game beyond one name, and to make sure that no single player's absence can derail an entire season's momentum. So, what do you think? Are the WNBA ratings drop proof that the league is too dependent on Caitlin Clark, or is this just the natural ebb and flow of sports? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more women's basketball coverage, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment.